Ah, looks like we got a fish on it. I'm in the Blue Sky Boatworks 360 Pro this morning. I've got 4 rods out, 2 down rods, and 2 rods out the back, and we're slow trolling live bait. It looks like it's going to be a good day. Well, you see from the video, I'm pretty comfortable. That seat's adjustable, so it's up pretty high. My legs aren't hurting. The boat's unbelievably stable. It's kind of like fishing off a dock, to tell you the truth. You'll also notice that when the fish sees the boat, they take off. So it's just a lot of fun. That is a very nice hybrid. Now, look how fat that fish is. There's lots of bait in this lake. Let's see what this thing weighs. Looks like it's about 7 pounds, so that's a pretty good way to start. This fish is on one of the back rods, and it's a whole different ball game. Now that's a 10-foot crappie pole. It's one of those green ones that you see. It's real popular. And they've got a lot of backbone in them, so they can lift them big slabs over the front. And so that's a great rod for fighting. Now the line is actually 10-pound Suffolk Siege clear, and it's on a spinning reel. And there's actually a 1/4 ounce weight in a small hook, so it's really nice. And of course, when the fish get close, they see the boat and they take off. But it's a whole different battle than once you get on one of those heavy rods in the front. You'll notice I use one of those fish grippers a lot to pick the fish up. And I do that because it doesn't damage them very bad. I normally throw the fish back. Sometimes you'll see me hold the gripper in my mouth. I think I have a really good immune system between doing that kind of stuff and drinking out of a garden hose when I was a kid. So that works out pretty good. Now sometimes I have a detonate in the boat if I need it, but typically I try to just get them out. And of course you set your seat height so that you can reach down there and get that fish. There's another nice fat hybrid striper. This is a really nice hard hit. I'm thinking it's going to be a nice fish, but I start realizing it's not quite pulling as hard, but it's still a decent fish. And turns out it's a yellow bass. Now Tim's Ford Lake has lots of yellow bass, and they're pretty good size. In fact, they're big enough to eat. This is actually one of the biggest ones I've ever caught. Now, unlike the white bass and the hybrid stripers and the stripers, yellow bass don't have the red meat, so you can fillet them just like you fillet a crappie. And a lot of people like them as well as crappie. This one turns out weighing about 1.5 pounds. Well, here's another fish on one of the back rods. Looks like it's pulling pretty good. Looks like another nice hybrid. Oh yeah. A lot of fun. I used to fish with live bait for stripers and hybrids with either thread fins or gizzards or alewives in this lake. And that's fine in the StriperMemories boat where you've got a 50-gallon creek bait tank in it. That's not a problem at all. But when you start fishing small boats, that doesn't work as well because it's really hard to keep the bait alive. That's when I switched to shiners for this application. Now the nice part about that is those big shiners catch all kinds of fish, and here's a great example. This is a walleye. Walleye are stocked in this lake fairly heavily, but I rarely fish for them. But once again, sometimes you catch them, and that's a really nice walleye. Let's get a weight on it. I think that one weighed 4 pounds 4 ounces, and that's a nice walleye for me. Hope you enjoyed this video. It was a really nice morning to be on the lake, and it's a nice time of year. And the fish bite and the bait was just excellent. And this was on one of the larger rods. It's got a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader, but guess what? Sometimes you break the leader off, and I think you're going to see that right now.